slay, 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 slay. I came here to slay, 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 slay.
Three things models should focus on developing.
Hmm. Well, sad to say, I think social media might be one of the top things right now, which I'm still trying to figure out. I'm like, ugh, just why couldn't TikTok and Instagram be around when like in 2010? Like, then I would just be like killing the game right now. But I think social media is definitely something important because a lot of agencies are requiring that to be something, which I think sucks. Like for me, I'm like, I think brands are just lazy. I'm like, you guys are just lazy. You should do the work. Like, why do I gotta?
They're maximizing. They're like maximizing every,
Exactly.
yes.
It's just so competitive with brands. There's so many brands out there. So I think they're just trying to figure out how can we promote without promoting. So I definitely think just learning how to pose is important. And I think probably one of the best ways to do that is not even shoot. I personally think the best way to do it is just to dance. You don't even have to take a dancing class. You could just dance at home, just turn on music and just have fun, dance like no one's watching and just become good with movement. Because if you can move at home, then on set you will try something and then the photographer might be like, oh, just stay like that. And you just do it even more. I think movement is really important. You don't have to be like this incredible dancer, but I think just knowing how to move, knowing how to like move your hands, I think that's super important because you become a fun subject to shoot. So you'll get booked more and more, and then the client will be like, oh yeah, let's book her. She's really easy to work with. You know how to move. And I think I'm gonna just add two more because I think,
Okay.
I think your personal style is important because I found that was like when I was doing Fashion Week in different countries, especially Paris, and London, they love models that have style because you're gonna be shot by paparazzi like after the shows. So if you like are have a cool wardrobe and it doesn't have to be super expensive. I love thrifting. I used to love just having a cool thrifted piece. Or I had a friend that made me a jacket and that thing used to get me so much attention. So I think just having like a uniqueness to yourself and just figuring out what looks good on you, what do you like, and showing up accordingly. That's important. And then I think learning the business behind the industry is important. I think a lot of models have been like they're like gatekeeping in that area. So you have a lot of girls that and men that women and men that don't understand that part of the industry because you're not supposed to. According to like, the way agencies are, you're not allowed to know that at all. But I think times are changing where you have to know. And I think agents, they switch around agencies so often that you can be kind of left vulnerable. I don't know, for me, I've had pictures from like a huge brand that they just keep using my image and I have to like hit up my agency and say, hey, like they're using my picture again. And they didn't renew my contract. So it's like those things you have to keep up with, and it can be super annoying. But if you have an agent that's willing to message the client and figure it out with you, then that's important. And it can be hard being on the business side, making your own rates, especially if you do freelance sometimes. It can be kind of scary, like saying what you want to be booked for, but you have to stand your ground and, make it work. Like just be an agent sometimes. Yeah.